this video, I'm going to just show you guys how I moisturize my braids and then how I apply products to my scalp to go ahead and combat the itch. So the first thing is I use a little bit of water. So there's two things. You can either use water or you can use a leave-in conditioner of your choice. So in this case, I'm actually going to stick with the water. I'm gonna start by just spritzing my entire scalp with water and my entire head. Just make sure it's nice and moist. And then after I use the water, I'm going to follow up with my cream, my favorite leave-in conditioner. It's the Cantu Argan Oil leave-in conditioner. And I'm just gonna use the smallest amount of this possible because I really do want to avoid buildup. And I want to make these braids last for at least a month and a half if I can. So yeah, so you use a little bit of the leave-in conditioner. Make sure you get it through the tip of your fingers and just kind of massage it into your scalp. And then I followed up with my favorite oil. I talk to you guys about this oil all the time, even when I was locked. It's the Jamaican Mango and Lime Island Oil with Moringa Seed Oil and Manuka Honey. I love this oil. It smells amazing. So I follow up with that and make sure I moisturize it all the way in. Massage your scalp, massage your edges if you need to. Also, don't forget to go ahead and apply this oil to your edges and to the back of your head. Like, we tend to forget the nape and the front edges of our head, so just make sure you do that also. So the next product that you can use to combat the itching in your scalp from having braids is Jamaican Mango and Lime No More Itch Go Spray. I love this product. It has this like menthol, peppermint type of cooling property that just makes you feel really good, and surprisingly it's really moisturizing. Like, I was very shocked. It claims to help soothe dry scalp. It's non-greasy. If you're locked, it helps grow locks faster, moisturizes and prevents breakage, and is good for twists too, braids, etc. The next product that I love to use is the Curls Blueberry and Mint Tea Hair Growth and Scalp Treatment. So this is actually meant to grow your hair and stimulate your scalp, because you know, if you put peppermint and stuff, tea tree like that on your scalp, it's supposed to help it grow by stimulating the blood flow to your scalp. So basically this contains safflower seed oil, organic soybean oil, stearic triglyceride, sunflower seed oil, menthol, coconut oil, blueberry seed oil, shea butter, etc., and a little bit of fragrance. I love this product because it can also help with dry, itchy scalp and prevent breakage and relieve itching. So the next product that I have for you guys is the Ultra Chill and Energizing Cooling Serum. This is meant to just be put on your scalp. It contains aloe, biotin, tea tree oil, and caffeine, and water, of course. This is meant to just basically give you this invigorating feeling, like a chilling, cooling sensation on your scalp. And it's supposed to promote growth and also help with weave installs, tight braids, or just if your scalp needs a little bit of a pick-me-up. So yeah guys, those are the products that I use when it comes to combating itchy scalp when you have braids in. So I love the way this smells, so I just kind of went for it. There's no specific rhyme or reason or anything like that. So when you want to upkeep your braids and you want to be able to keep it for a long time like I do, you have to go ahead and moisturize your hair like I just showed you. Then you have to follow up with some sort of mousse, oil, and like holding spray. So I'll show you guys exactly how I do that now.
I keep it juicy, I eat that lunch. She keep that booty, she keep that plump. Then there's a beauty, yeah, yeah.
So after moisturizing my hair, I basically follow up by using some mousse all over my entire hair. I even make sure I focus on my tips so that the braids don't look very frayed at the ends. It smells amazing. Honestly, I love doing this whole process at least like every 2 weeks because it just makes my hair smell so good. Especially now that it's summer and I'm outside, like the perfume, like the fragrance just kind of like bubbles up outside in the heat. And the hairspray, I just kind of spray it all over my hair to try and keep the flyaways like at minimum. It's not gonna work perfectly because my own hair kind of peeks through a little bit, but and my hair is curly, kinky, so it's gonna peek through a little bit. But then to combat that, I followed up with some oil, the same oil I showed you guys that I use to moisturize my hair. And then I use a very soft bristle brush. And that soft bristle brush is what I use to basically like brush my entire braid, even down to like the ends that's been dipped in water. And if you see that your ends are really getting like bad or like frayed, you can always trim them and re-dip them in hot water just to keep them looking very neat and clean. But yeah, I brush all the way down to like the ends, and I just brush all over my entire head, and that just keeps my braids looking very clean. And once I'm done with that, I then go ahead and take my scarf and tie my head down. Normally you would be seeing lock content, but for those of you who are currently subscribed, you know that I currently don't have locks anymore. And I did make a video saying that I was thinking about combing out my locks and that I was like at about a 70, like 80% on combing them out. So I did give you guys a warning. So after combing out my locks, I decided that I wanted to get some box braids. I mean, honestly, I don't know why we call them box braids anymore. They're just braids. They're just individuals. Like, this whole new era, it's like box braid is the thing that's cool now, but whatever. Tomato, tomato. But yeah, I decided to give myself some box braids, specifically some knotless braids. I haven't had like tight braids in over like 4 or 5 years, so I really wanted to do something that was gonna like hurt the least amount. So I decided to go ahead and do knotless braids on my head. I went to somebody within my area. It's one of my sister's friends, and she did my hair for me. And honestly, I love knotless braids. Like, once you go knotless, you're never going back, because these babies did not hurt. They feel very lightweight. Like, you feel weight to them, but they feel lightweight. They don't hurt. I don't feel like they're pulling out my edges. And I specifically told the hairdresser to not put my edges into the braids, and she was really good about that. Yeah, and this is how they look, y'all. Like, and the thing is, knotless braids are really good for those who are tender-headed, and if you want to do a style that may like last. Personally, I feel like even though it gets messy over time, like, you know, braids, they don't look as fresh anymore over time. I love the way it's like looking grown out, because they start with your own hair at the base anyways. Anyways, back to the point. The point is, after getting braids, I totally forgot that braids could be super, super freaking itchy. Being like such a horrible time with these box braids. Like, my hair was itching really bad. Like, I was scratching and scraping my head really bad, like, or my scalp, I should say. Then I remembered that, hey, sometimes when you get braids, like back in the past, it would itch, but I had all these little remedies and things that I would do to basically like help cool the itching, or like get rid of the itching. So I literally had to like go to the back of my brain and try to remember what I used to do to try to combat the itching when it comes to braids. And I had all these little remedies, but I wanted to do an updated version of it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I will be making natural hair videos on my channel overall, so please don't unsubscribe. Please watching and just follow me on my hair video. And I can't wait to see you guys on my next video. Bye.